are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Set to go, Younghoe Koo ready to do the honors. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Howard. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Howard. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Being chased out left.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Clark Phillips has got it.
That's kind of a double whammy. I mean, the interception on the opening drive, that's one thing. But to give him this field position, that's another.
Absolutely perfect start for this defense. They take the ball away on the opening possession. They know that their offense will get the ball to start the 2nd half. They line them up in field goal position. And to me, they got a chance for a touchdown right here out of the gate.
First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson.
And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Cameron Hayward in on the tackle.
From the 21, here's 2nd and 9. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix.
And he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long.
Looking to throw, Penix.
So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But one of the things we talked about coming into this was that we were never going to question the fight that he's going to have for all 4 quarters of a game. But ideally, you want him fighting for big plays and 1st downs early, not fighting just to get back to the line of scrimmage, as we saw right there. But usually when you get a right-footed kicker on the right hash, his goal is to draw the ball back to the middle. But this time, it doesn't move at all. It ends up missing off to the right.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive.
They'll get this to his tight end. That's Pat Freiermuth.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Operating from the gun, Howard.
That's caught downfield by Pickens.
And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers.
George Pickens,
34 yards.
And the Steelers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Yeah, they were in field goal range last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it.
And now the rookie's free. Off to the races. Moving inside the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. To the air, Penix. He'll get this into the hands of the rookie from Miami. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. Now 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd down at the 22-yard line.
And looking to throw, Penix. Forced out to his left. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. A new set of downs after a strong pickup of 16 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. A give left side to Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down at 7. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. They'll throw with Penix. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. T.J. Watt, the All-Pro, in there to take him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. That's not one that he's going to want to remember, but he had to get it out of the way at some point, his first career interception.
And if he's the guy that they think he is, he's not laughing it off, but he's also not going to let it affect him as the game proceeds. He's going to go back out there, still be the same confident kid, the reason that they drafted him, and go out and play.
To throw is Howard. Throwing to start the drive. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
And they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
That looked great when he first took off because in my mind, there was room to run and he had the marker in his sight. But I certainly didn't expect him to close so quickly, and neither did he. They got to him just in time, and now that forced him to make a decision with his 4th down call.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it looking at 4th and less than a yard. Looking to throw. Howard. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Back to throw. Howard. And it's caught. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Pat Freiermuth from 13 yards out. And the Steelers go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point put through by Boswell. And it's now 14-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. And a great return. Solid field position. He's up all the way to the 45-yard line. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, there's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And the Steelers will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line.
At their own 43-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. They'll find Metcalf. Will go down as a gain of 6, and it's second down.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think
pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Now Howard from the gun on third down. Flushed out right. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That scramble good for 13 yards, but not good enough for a first down. It's fourth. It's a gain of 4 that time, and the Steelers are going to have a first down.
So did you suspect the same thing that I did, that they were lining up just to draw them off sides here?
100%.
Well, how about that? They were going for it the entire time. Never a question in his mind about going ahead and getting it, despite where they were on the field.
Yeah, I don't know if you heard it. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. DK Metcalf, 44 yards. And the Steelers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit, and if they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
Now Penix. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's going to be 3rd down and a ways to go here. 3rd and 14. Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
Make some good plays today.
Here's Penix. Oh, had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going. On 4th down, Bradley Pinion on to punt for the Falcons. Johnson to return it. 1:54 left on the clock here in quarter number 2. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, everything right now that they touch on this side of the football, it seems to turn to gold. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. That lead continues to grow. And, I mean, if they can get points here, Charles, it might almost be an insurmountable comeback for the other side.
I think you make a great case for that, so I'm going to flip it over to the other side. Could they make the big comeback? Certainly. Am I expecting it? Not at all. I think if we don't see a drastic change in how they're playing, this blowout's going to get bigger and bigger before the final gun.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. A nice completion there for the 1st down. And Charles, you think about the quarterbacks of recent vintage that have been thrust into action week 1. It's no guarantee of future success, but we sure have seen some good ones.
We certainly have, partner. How about Joe Burrow with the Bengals in 2020? He was...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Now this offense in midseason form here in the opener. It's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Completes it to Austin. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Steelers use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And it's a fumble. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. It's good, and they stretch their lead to 28-0 now.
Steelers 28, Falcons nothing. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that's going to be incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
Throwing to start the drive.
Howard got his man. It's Warren. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
They'll give him 4 yards there, and that's going to bring up second down.
2nd and 6 at the 16-yard line.
Looking to throw. Howard.
Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. Clark Phillips has got it, and the Falcons are going to have it here just past the 25. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
It'll go as a gain of 4, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 6.
From the shotgun, it's Penix.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On first down, he'll drop to throw. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cam Hayward, always a force, got back there for the sack. Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
They'll go play action here with Penix.
Under pressure, and they got to him again. T.J. Watt able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Operating from the gun, Penix.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Robinson, he'll try the left side. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. A play fake. Now Penix.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official.
Back to throw here. And he rifles one incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
They'll go for it. Here's Penix. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked off by Patrick picture clean. And the Steelers are going to take over at their own 30-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now. Right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay. It's been a fun game for him so far, but I think he tried to do just a little too much that time. Give the defense a rare win on that snap.
And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Now this time he'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Okay, so roughing the passer, and I've got to imagine that's the last thing you want to see week 1 is your quarterback taking an unnecessary hit.
I think you're exactly right about that. You hate it any week, but boy, are you on target. This is a unit that's depending on him to take him through 17 games, so you definitely can't let him get hurt right now.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Back to throw. Howard escaping the pressure right. And this is caught. And in for the Steelers touchdown. DK Metcalf. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend.
And the Steelers will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd.
Extra point put through by Boswell. And that makes this 35-0 now.
Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play. Multiple plays that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end. 3rd down and 1.
A gain of 9 brings up 3rd.
Robinson will try to pick it up.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. We are through 3 quarters here on NFL Kickoff Weekend. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd and 10. Penix working out of the gun here. Got this complete to the tight end Pitts. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
1st and 10.
Looking to throw, Penix.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's picked by the linebacker, T.J. Watt. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Extra point now by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. These fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Here's a 2nd and 5. He'll drop to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. A nice pickup there, 18 yards. First down, Falcons.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix.
Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. T.J. Watt in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
To the air, Penix.
It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And, a little spin cycle. Room to run now. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 36.
Here's Robinson.
And, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain.
And looking to throw, Penix.
That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 21. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it. It's 2nd down. Linebacker Patrick Queen bringing him down.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
2nd and 8 coming from the 19. They'll throw with Penix.
Oh, there's a nice move by Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Penix from the gun. He's got the first down and more.
And did he get in? No. Down at the 1-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. Robinson will score. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Now the extra point try forthcoming. And they make the score a little bit more respectable here in our final quarter of play.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And this has been quite a performance to kick off the new year on the road, no less, as they try to finish things off here in the fourth quarter. On the move past the 40, and finally down at the 32-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
That's complete to his tight end Freiermuth. And he'll be touched down in the end, but a big play on that one. That one looks like he'll throw here. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it'll be intercepted. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter.